Hey, let's clear setbacks. Don't let them stew and mess with your head. The longer you wait to address it, the worse it's gonna get. So this is the third part series of cleaning toxicity, clearing setbacks. Now we're going to talk about clearing setbacks with others. You've been in a situation where there's been some sort of misunderstanding or miscommunication with someone. Let's talk about what we can do to make things better and clear the air. Number one, always make sure that you have a clear head. So your prefrontal cortex, that gray matter right behind your forehead, it needs blood and oxygen in order to think logically. So if you need to do that, go and take a walk, go into a timeout, really think about things logically so that you can ask yourself a question that is very important, which is, what is the source of this potential issue or this setback? Is it miscommunication? Is it a misunderstanding? Because once we know the source, then we can continue with what needs to happen next. What needs to happen next is, let's think about what becomes possible for you and for them. Is it more sleep? Is it more joy? Is it that you can complete a project together? What becomes possible for you and for them? The next thing that you want to think about is, what happens if we do nothing? What do you stand to lose? If it's not anything that you care about, then you're not going to be driven to clear that setback. So you have to really understand if you really want to do it, right? Which is the next piece. Once you know what it will cost you and what becomes possible, then you can determine, do I really want to do it or not? Because if you don't, and you continue on to create a plan, that's going to come across as disingenuous. Once you figure out that you want to do it, just create a plan. So figure out if there are any amends that you have to make. Is there anything you have to say I'm sorry for? Figure out what you can say that is kind and true and meaningful about the situation or about the relationship that you have. So how you start the conversation. Obviously, the location is important. The source of your communication is important. Are you going to meet in a neutral place? Are you going to take them out for coffee? Also, in terms of how you're going to communicate, if you can't do it in person, the next best thing is going to be a video of some sort. You can use Loom, Zoom, Marco Polo. There's so many different things that you can do so that you can send them a video instead of just an email, because you don't want them to lose the 93% of your communication, which is all the nonverbal stuff. The next thing you want to think about is, what are you willing to compromise? And what are you not willing to compromise? Where are your boundaries? And given that, what are the things that you can offer? What are the things that you might suggest or invite them to do, etc.? And then lastly, be willing to compromise. Life is a compromise. We want to make sure that whatever solution you come up with or however you decide to move forward is going to work for everybody, not just you, not just them. If you keep these tips in mind, you're going to be able to clear away these setbacks quickly and efficiently. Good luck. You've got this.